Everyone said the bulldog had turned on the toddler. He hadn't. He was the only one paying attention to the right thing. The sound of a 50-pound dog pressing a toddler flat to the floor is not a sound a parent forgets. It is heavy and sudden and wrong in the way that some sounds are wrong before the brain has processed their components. Dante went down hard on the kitchen floor, and his mother Serena screamed. Dante was 20 months old. Duke was a 4-year-old English Bulldog, compact, heavy, with the specific physical presence of a breed that puts its full weight into everything it does. He had been in the household since before Dante existed, and he had navigated around the toddler with the careful deliberation of a dog who understands that small humans require adjustment of his usual physics. Until Tuesday at 10:47 a.m. Duke pressed Dante to the kitchen floor with his body. Dante cried. Serena crossed the kitchen in 3 steps, pulled Duke off, held Dante, checked him for injury. He was unhurt. She was shaking. She called her husband Marco. She said, Duke knocked Dante down and pinned him. He said, Is Dante okay? She said, Yes, but Duke has never done anything like this. He said, Keep them separated until I get home. She put Duke in the backyard. She comforted Dante. She sat with him on the kitchen floor for 20 minutes, making sure he was fine. Dante was fine. Then he wasn't. At 11:15 he went still in a way that was different from calm. His eyes had a quality that Serena recognized from nowhere she could name. Not quite focused, not quite present. She said his name. He did not respond in the normal way. She picked him up. She called 911. Subscribe now before the next number, because what the paramedics found when they arrived, and what the pediatric neurologist said when she reviewed the timeline, and specifically asked about the 11 minutes between 10:47 and when Serena first noticed Dante's eyes, changed everything about what Tuesday morning meant. Dante had experienced the beginning of a febrile seizure. His temperature, which had been building silently through the morning, hit threshold at approximately 11:10. The neurologist, Dr. Osei, said, Febrile seizures in toddlers this age typically begin with a brief prodromal period, a window of altered alertness before the motor component starts. She said, The altered quality you noticed at 11:15 was the seizure beginning. Serena said, Duke knocked him down at 10:47. Dr. Osei said, Describe exactly what he did. Serena described it. The press to the floor, the body weight, the pinning. Dr. Osei said, In dogs with seizure alert capacity, the documented pre-ictal response is physical contact behavior, pressing, leaning, guarding. The dog was responding to the biochemical changes that precede a seizure by 20 to 30 minutes. He pressed Dante to the floor because the floor is safer than standing when a seizure is coming, she said. He didn't attack your son. He tried to put him somewhere safe. She said, The 11 minutes you spent on the floor making sure Dante was fine were the 11 minutes the dog gave you. You were sitting with him when the seizure started. You were already holding him when you needed to be. Has your dog ever done something that looked aggressive but turned out to be the opposite? Tell us in the comments. These stories deserve to be heard. If you stay for stories about what animals sense before we do, you're in the right place. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Every guardian deserves to be recognized, even the ones who never asked for anything in return. If stories like this matter to you, subscribe so you never miss the next one. Dante recovered. The febrile seizure was brief and resolved without complication. He is 20 months old and currently operates at full toddler speed. Duke is back inside. He lies near Dante in the afternoons. He has not pinned him again. The seizure happened once, and the dog responded once. And the dog's response put Dante's mother on the floor beside him at the exact moment she needed to be there. Serena does not call it an attack anymore. She calls it what it was, a 50-pound bulldog making the best decision available to him with the only tools he had. Next, the golden who stood between the toddler and the swimming pool gate, and what the latch showed when they finally looked at it closely.